another Slippy Limpets video. You joined me halfway down a climb. Let's come down here and we're heading down there, and we are hopefully going to catch some pollack, maybe a wrasse or two, and who knows what else. The wind is howling today, which is why I've chosen this mark. It's the only place that I could think of that would be reasonably sheltered from the wind, but it actually seems to be blowing across the mark, which isn't ideal, but never mind. We're nearly there, so we're going to make the most of it. Don't know what it is, but always come a different way down to this mark. I think this is the way I'd normally come back up. Should have been coming down there. Never mind. I'll just get down slowly. Just like that, we're down onto the safety. This nice big fishing platform. Hey, let's see what we're going to start with fish. Crazy paddle tail, 20 centimeters, 150 mil, 180 mil. Kind of like the fish crazy eel, but instead of having this little split tail here, it's got a big paddle tail. And the idea is that these are designed to fish quite quickly, medium to high retrieve, and because of this has got the paddle tail, this is designed to fish a bit slower, plus it has a slower sink rate because there's more friction in the water. If you ever buy any fish lures, make sure you glue the body and the head together. This bit here will last way longer because it stops the fish from tearing it. And what fish have actually done on this, which I've just seen, to put a slot in so when the material stretches it doesn't actually rip. Looks good. Pollack colour to catch pollack. Let's do it. So we're going to fish this little spot here until the tide pushes me off, and then move just to around the corner a little bit. First time I've used this lure, so I'm not fully sure of the sink rate yet. God, the current is ripping. Must be on the bottom now. Yep, it's on the bottom. Ah, that felt like a rope. Oh, that's not great. So the story is, this reel started backwinding. It doesn't have a backwind function, and I've just pulled it. It's been to get fixed twice, serviced and fixed, and apparently everything's replaced, but it's just backwound, and now I'm in a mess. I got my mess out. Don't think I'm gonna get this lure out though. No. Well, this is not a first cast fish. That would be, I'd be superstitious, pretty bad. It was first cast snag. False start. Right, new leader tide, and new leader tide and a fish crazy eel on with 20 gram head. Obviously I was snagged before, and I had to put a lot of pressure on the braid, and when I've just cast there, this braid has bit into itself, so it's just not ruined my cast, but it's nowhere near as far as it should have been. I think it's whiplash in white colour, but in all honesty I'm not all that keen on it. People love it, but I found better braids that don't actually bite in when they cast, so safe to say I'll be buying something else. Going back to my usual Taslan Elite from Australia. go. Oh, this reel. Just nearly wrapped me knuckles with the back winding. Nice hard fighting pollack. Oh, trying to get in the structure. There we go. That's a little bit more positive than the start. Not a bad one. There you go, son. Yes. First fish. 10 minutes here. So that was in a different direction to usual. Like I said before, the tide is moving from left to right, and I never really like lure fishing with the tide, so casting into the tide and bringing my lure back with the tide, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I've just got I had this feeling over the years that it's not quite as successful as fishing against the tide. And I think my reasoning for that is kind of like freshwater fishing, you know, the fish are always facing into the current. That's not just in the main stream of the river or the sea, you know, there's always eddies and things, so but they normally head first into the current. Oh, there we go, there's another one. Smaller. Nice release, thank you very much. Ooh, there we go. Why go to the sky? Well, we know why. The average stamp's great, but we're fishing and we're catching fish. See if I can filter through these smaller ones. Hopefully get a bigger one. Might have to fish a wee bit heavier just to get a good contact with the lure, because at the minute the wind's blowing one way and the tide's going the other way, and I can't actually feel when this is hitting the deck. So now when it's hitting the deck, it's getting trunned along the deck, and I think that's why I got snagged in the first place. And took a lot closer in. Oh, it's off. Oh, oh. Try it again. Oh. Hottest day of the year apparently. 29 degrees. Not in Scotland. It's better. Hey, took it on the drop. Oh yeah, it did take it on the drop. Head first. There you go, son. Forgot my rag. Schoolboy error. How does a reel with no backwind mechanism get a backwind? If anyone knows how to fix this, please let us know in the comments, because I've sent it away twice. So there's no clicker for a back wind, and when a forward wind, it can back wind as well, but then it locks sometimes, and then it's fine, but no, it's fine. Try into the current again and test my theory. Do you know what? The current might have changed. Yeah, it has. Come here, little fella. Thank you. Yeah, so the current's changed. That was quick. It was like a switch. The last cast it went that way. The previous caster, the one I just caught that fish on, and now is heading to the left with the wind. Oh. Took on the drop. Actually, yeah, the tide started dropping. That'll be why. Yeah, we'll get on my favourite perch soon, once it dries up anyway, because I've got no studs on these trainers. Oh, they're a bit big for flipping. Yeah, there we go. Felt that one smash on the drop. Here's another question for you. Just watching these gannets diving into like a 5-knot current, loads of turbulence. How do they see the fish from so high up and in such turbulent water? Do they see in UV or something, or? I've got no idea. Come here, fella. Gonna have to give up on wiping my hands. It's like they've just moved from over there to over there. Thank you. This is great fun. Oh, that felt a better one. That took on the drop there. There was a gust of wind which took the bow out. Oh, there we go. There's another one. No, dropped that. Oh, got another one. Oh, that's a better one. You're not getting into that snag, mister. Woohoo! Might have to be a net, this net job. Oh, get off there. I mean, it's tangled around a rock. Yes. Found a bigger one. Not by a long way, but it's still put up a great fight. Actually, no, it's a fair bit bigger than everything else I've caught so far. There we go. Give that about 4 pounds. Well, it's been frenetic so far. Fish are cast. And we may have located the bigger ones. Hopefully, that's not just a fluke. And there's a few more of those in there. Maybe even some bigger, but I'll catch those all day. You can see the bend I put on my rod, and this is a 10 to 15 gram rod, so it's it's not pokey bends, but it's got backbone. I've caught pollack up to 13 pound and 13 ounces from the shore on this, so even a thing like that, it's great fun. Oh. Had a hit, I'll give a little pause and a little lift. There we go. There's loads of structure down there. They're just That's what I love about catching these things. They just go for every little nook and cranny. You've got to be quite assertive with them. Okay, I'll lip you. That was quite a cool catch. Felt one nip. Let it pretend that the lure's getting away, and then pause. Another little lift, and then a bigger pause, and hit on the drop. I was thinking for a minute there, oof, that this was probably going to be a cast without a fish. Oh. Whoa! Just spat up its dinner. Looks like a launce. Thought they were bass there. Three pollack just come up to the surface to munch on this guy's dinner. Are they bass? Yeah, they're swimming on the surface. Come on. Three little bass have just gone past. Just cruising in the current. Wow. That's a new one for me in this deep water. There, look. That braid just dug in there. Should just be spinning off the spool with this wind blowing. Oh, that was right close in. Oh, right in my feet. Oh, God, that must have only been 2 feet deep. All right, time for some repairs, and then we're going to move to a little flat spot there. Right, here we go, new little spot. What I've done is I have, oh, there's some fresh stud marks here. Looks like someone else has been down here. I've set my camera up in a bad place again. I've put a Ned rig on. This is like a 7-gram head with a 4-inch Ned. I've rigged it upside down, so I think the light bit's meant to be on the bottom, but it's going to be displayed like that. And because it floats, it sits upright. And the idea is that the fish come along and grab it. It's got a couple of little wires on to help keep it out of snags. And let's see if we can get something different other than a pollack, because we know there's pollack here. I think I've just had 9 in a row. So we'll give this a little go. Might be a bit windy for something so light, and I'm hoping the currents slow down a wee bit. But we'll never know unless we try. Got to be careful because this bit is still a wee bit wet. Cast quite well. Yeah, this bit's still wet and I don't have studs in my shoes, which was intentional. It's meant to be a dry day, although it's clouding over. And these shoes in particular have got what's called mega grip rubber, so they're designed for sticking on rock. And this rock's so smooth here that studs can often slip around a lot more than just plain shoes. But if there's any water or moisture on the rock, then yeah, they're not as good. So let's just bounce this along the bottom really slowly. Yeah, I think the current's still too strong. We'll persevere for a couple of casts. Right, it's on the bottom now. Yeah, definitely on the bottom. Come on. It's my only Ned rig. Yes. Well, not the species I was intending on getting on the Ned rig. But I'm not going to complain. Looks like they'll take anything. Oh, I did have a fish on. Didn't know it was hooked until I wound into it. Try that way. I just feel that I've lifted over a big rock and my lure's sunk down the other side, and I had a few little nibbles. So I'm hoping that it might be a wrasse living in the air, just out of the current. Nope, not a wrasse. Try a big cast. Hopefully that rope is nowhere near. There's just too many pollack. Just lifted over a boulder again and they're just hammering it. As soon as it's up off the deck. It's not the most exciting way of fishing, it's so slow, but one benefit is you do get a really good idea of the seabed with such small movements and fishing so slowly. There's just too many of them. Oh, you inhaled that. It's kind of nice to stamp a fish. Better average at least. Well, the current's slowed down nicely. The lure's coming back in the same direction as I cast it out in, pretty much. Come on, a different species. Just try dragging it instead of lifting it. No, they're picking it up off the bottom, which is what it's meant to do, but not pollack. I was waiting for my lure to sink and something grabbed it. I let go. Go on, reel, you can do it. And then this little guy. Definitely a better stamp of fish with the Ned rig. I could probably put a bit of tin foil on a hook now and still catch pollack. Just can't get through them. I like mackerel, or like what mackerel used to be, when you'd have to stop your fishing because you just kept catching mackerel and they'd be wrecking your soft plastics. Didn't even feel that hit. Come on. Oh, it's in a snag. That's out. That's why I can't give them any time. And that was a little one as well. Well, I wonder what else I can do to stop catching these pollack. Maybe a bare hook. But the idea is to try and catch a different species. Right, last cast with this, and then we're just going to embrace. Oh, that fish didn't know it was hooked. I didn't know it was hooked. Oh, this feels like maybe the biggest one of the session. It's not fighting like a pollack, it just feels weighty. Might wake up in a second. Yep, it's definitely a pollack. Oh, there we go. Woke up a bit there, son. Hey! Oh, that's the biggest of the day. That's definitely the biggest of the day. It's touching on 4.5 or 5. Did a really good job of soaring into me thumb there. Did I say it was last cast with this lure? Let's do one more. Oh, this one's going nuts. This lure is, they're so stretchy, this Z-Man lure, look at that. It's just going to last for ages. It's getting so many bites and nibbles and pulls. Yeah, because I've glued it to the head. Oh, I've just cast again. Because I glued it to the head, it's just solid. Well, I inadvertently just cast there again with this Ned rig. But this is my last cast, so let's see if we can get a fish on. Yeah, we can. Actually, it's not that little. Oh, he's mental. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill, chill, chill. I've got pollack thumb. Yeah, 2 pollack thumbs. So I'm going to call it a day on that. Not a bad session. I've been here literally 2.5 hours, and well, I don't even know how many fish I've got. I'm really surprised that the Ned rig caught so many pollack. I thought I would be able to kind of put them off, or just for them not to pay any interest into it in the Ned rig, but I'm going to tidy all my stuff up because I've left a mess as usual. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes looking at this lovely view. Southwest Scotland over there. Got the Isle of Man over there. Island that way. And then I'm going to head back up that way. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, I left a couple of questions in the video. One was about the reel, if you know how to fix that. And anyone got any ideas on how gannets see fish from so far up in such turbulent water? And until the next one, tight lines. Thank you very much for watching as well. And tight lines.